Hello and welcome to MFAC Coaching. Today I am going to do a spread with Happy Planner stickers and some decals that I got from my mother for Christmas. And I'm going to create a spread that is based on the butterfly and talk about different types of clutter, believe it or not. So if that interests you, I encourage you to stick around. All right, so what you see here is my first attempt to kind of lay out some of these decals that my mother bought me. Decals is probably not quite the right term, but they're not stickers, but they are die cuts, and I have laid them out. You can tell none of them are stuck yet. I have some permanent adhesive Tombow that I'm going to use to stick them down, and then I'm going to talk about clutter. So my theme for the month is refresh, and I'm using that as a way to focus, of course, on my New Year's resolutions. And the butterfly always seems to me a great expression of things that are new, of a clean slate, those types of things. And so I pulled out this Papillion sticker book from the Happy Planner. It is just a gorgeous sticker book. And I saw these stickers here with these green ones, and I found with these die cuts some green butterflies, and I was like, that is too perfect. So I'm going to have to do something with some of these butterflies and these flowers. So and then my theme for this week, as I continue to dissect the idea of being refreshed, my theme is clutter. And what is it? Essentially, what is clutter? What makes you feel cluttered? All those things. So, what better way to talk about clutter than to have all of these decals on the page, making it feel fairly cluttered to begin with. So I really honestly do not know the best way to do this other than to work from the back forward. And so I'm just using the kind of bigger ones, the tallest ones in the back, some littler ones in the front. I'm gonna do a whole thing where there's just flowers here on the bottom, and then butterflies and stickers, box stickers, on the days that I need them. So we'll see how this works. All right. So while I get these stuck down and see how I like that, I thought I would talk about what clutter is. So, I mean, most of us kind of have an inherent idea of what clutter is. And I think of it essentially as those things that have yet to be put away. And I think that's the type of clutter most of us think about kind of immediately, is, you know, when your desk feels cluttered or your things in your room aren't put away, that type of clutter. And that is definitely one form of clutter that's very important. And, you know, can certainly cause even like arguments in relationships because some people, like the way people feel about clutter can be different. So everyone's experience of clutter is not the same. So that's the main, like when people say clutter, I think that's what they think of is things that haven't been put away, kind of messy things. But I would like to also have you think about clutter in some other ways. All right. So another way to think about clutter is there is sorry, I can't have a hard time saying some of these things. I have the hard time putting down stickers and talking, which again, why did I choose to do this type of work then? It's a good question. But anyway, so I think of there being 4 types of clutter. So there's visual clutter. So visual clutter is like a lot of when things are really busy on a wall or on the page, and some people really like visual clutter. And some people really want a very minimalistic styling. So we talk about decorative planning versus functional planning, and then there are lots of people who want to do functional decorative planning, put those 2 words together, all of those types of things. But visual clutter is when something looks really busy, and some people really, really are attracted to that look, and other people not so much. Ooh. All right, then there's, of course, I call, paper clutter, desk clutter. I don't have a really good name for it specifically, but the type of clutter that most people think of immediately, where it's just stuff that's out that needs to be put away and that hasn't been done yet. Then there is what I call, well, let's talk about mental clutter. I was going to talk about that last, but that's the word that came to mind, so we'll talk about it next. So mental clutter is those things that are in our mind that are getting in the way of us getting whatever it is that we want to completed. So lots of us in the planner world, of course, we talk about making our brain dump lists, and what that usually means is that our brain feels cluttered with a bunch of stuff, and if we just brain dump, if we get it all out, we can get that clutter out of our brain. And of course there's also there's also the type of clutter where we experience just from our own mental baggage, from our history, the way people have hurt us, those types of things. So that's what I call mental clutter. And then last but not least, is what I call auditory clutter, or sound clutter. And so I am really sensitive to sound clutter. I do not like it when my technology beeps at me. Yeah, I have an irrational response to things like the dryer going off, even the microwave beeping. Like the first beep is fine, the 5th beep I am mad that it even went off in the first place. So that is also another form of clutter, is sound clutter. And now the first thing to notice when we talk about clutter is that there are ways to think of clutter as quote unquote bad, but you'll notice I said some people really like it. Clutter is not inherently a bad thing. It's just that we all have or are attracted to it in different ways and at different times. We're not all the same about it. And so that is what oftentimes causes some trouble in relationships or at the office. When we talk about the microwave and who's in charge of it and who needs to clean it, all of that stuff. We're going to go ahead and stick that butterfly right there because seriously, how cute. So I have learned to use the permanent adhesive. They do have a less permanent adhesive, what I started with, and that is, I learned the hard way that lots of things fall off pretty easily with that. Well, just with the other adhesive. So I highly suggest the permanent adhesive. So on this side, I'm gonna open things up just a little differently. I'm gonna put these down and then leaving this space open because I'm going to place this sticker right here over all of that. I am in love with this, I have to admit. So cute. And I may end up putting like a box or something on top of Sunday. We shall see, because I don't need a lot on this planner on the weekend, but I do need to remember to do a few things. But this planner is for my coaching, my MFAC coaching. So it is about this YouTube channel, but also my Patreon, my Facebook, etc. And I do tend to take Sundays off. So in that sense, Sunday, I don't need anything on Sunday. But I do post, yeah, that's down now. I do post to Instagram on Saturdays. So I will have to put something for me to either remind myself to post or just to use that in general. So I'd love for you to tell me what you feel about clutter. Because as I say, some people really actually thrive in a bit more of a cluttered, chaotic environment. And other people really, really need everything to be fairly tidy and orderly. And learning what environment you thrive in will really help you. Particularly if you're like been working from home and then you need to go back to the office or vice versa. Can really, by learning a little bit more about yourself, you can see what it is, what environment is best for you. And if you're feeling like super stressed and you don't know why, it might be worth just looking around to see if there's some additional clutter in your life in any of those 4 categories that I talked about. Those 4 categories, again, being, let's see, visual clutter is the first one I talked about. Paper clutter, or just stuff clutter, is the second one. Then there's auditory or sound clutter. And then last but not least, emotional clutter. All right. So this is the gamble that I'm making about this, including this clear sticker. See if I left enough space for it. Oh yeah, look at that. How cute is that? With the butterfly in the middle. Question is, do I want to put like a third butterfly? Maybe on this side? No, could also do like this butterfly somewhere. Right there. Okay. I'm a little bit in love with that. And of course, if you're someone who really is not fond of visual clutter, this might be too much for you. So that might be a way for you to learn. Like if you look at this bottom part and you feel like it's too much, you may be someone who finds that more minimalism is better for your visual clutter. But if you really like it, you might be someone who really likes to be able to see that visual clutter. And if you are more interested in this clutter discussion, I encourage you to check out my Patreon, where all week I'll be talking about a system that I found to see what type of clutter you like, and then what to do about which type of clutter you like or don't like. And it's called a clutter bug. So I'm going to do a whole series on that. So I encourage you to check out my Patreon. The information for that is below. All right, so now that I've got that bottom part done, I want to start looking for boxes, both of the decorative variety and then also of the kind that I can write on. So I do videos on Tuesday and Wednesday. So let's see if there's, yeah, like a smaller box. Be a little smaller than I was anticipating, but let's just see. Oh, these square boxes. Here we go. These boxes would be perfect for me to be able to write down what video I'm going to post on Wednesday. And I did already say that I thought orange would be the complementary color I would use, because I also have these big orange butterflies. I just wanted to stick with the green ones down there. But I think right in this section that got left open is where I'll go ahead and try to put these stickers. And we know that, what straight lines, why are they so hard? There we go. Then I think I want to have like a bigger sticker. Let's see. Ooh, these are really pretty though. Really like these. What's going on? Let's see what we can do with these. So there's my Tuesday. This might be a great one to actually go ahead and put here. Going into, so that's my Saturday box. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and leave Sunday alone because I can. Since this seems to be my accent color, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one. Now, I'm gonna put it, yeah, I'll go ahead and put it over here. Since it's specific to the week, not the day. So this was last week, so you can see where I did the key ideas. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, I need something small again on Monday for the theme. But let's also see if I want, see if there's anything at all that's like this way. Do really like that big gold one. It's really pretty. I don't know if I want to put anything on top of it though. Embrace your own journey. That's amazing. My theme for the year is journey. So that is probably really going to have to go on this spread. I do have these big butterflies that I could put somewhere, and then boxes kind of around them. Ooh, I'm liking that a lot. So trying to figure out exactly, it's this space that's throwing me off. All right. This page really actually needs some more of the green, so we're gonna go ahead and use this box here. A little crooked, but we're not gonna worry about it. We'll go ahead and put that one, put this one down. How did I, okay, that one's going that way, so I want this one. Had to go in this way, which I love. Oh. All right, and then I think a little stickiness got there, and I just keep trying to clean it off, and I don't think that's doing anything, to be honest with you. All right. Let's put this kind of, oh, I guess right there. All right, that page is done. Oh, guys, I'm so happy. All right, so thoughts just need something in that section. See good in all things. That one really fits color-wise. All right. So pretty. Do you feel like you've seen this entire sticker book now? Because I feel like you have. But I love, it's such a good sticker book. Like this one, these would also be great. Maybe a little too much. All right, oil. Okay, let's see. So hard. Let me move this so I can actually see the whole thing. So I need to go like here maybe. Yeah, all right. There we go. And then I could do a little bit of layering. I don't know, that is, I think, too much. So I'm gonna put this sticker back. I do want to layer something there, but again, I want it to be a little smaller. There we go. Put this one there. Okay. I think we may have done it, friends. Got my videos, my Instagram and my Instagram. My theme, place to write some thoughts. Okay. I'm gonna call it. I don't think I need to add anything more. Of course, I'm looking at it just in case to see if there's more butterflies or something, but I think I'm just gonna leave it. All right. So you can probably see it better than I can, like, because you get more distance. I don't know if there's anything I should put here. Just to fill that space a little. It's a lot of the same type of butterfly though. I don't want to vary too much from it, but yeah, that'll make me happy. That's gonna fill the space, different from that butterfly. Okay. All right. Now I think I'm done. I think I could just go in and fill spaces all day, but I don't think I should. So thank you for hanging out with me while I created this spread. I would, again, as I say, tell me what you think about clutter. If you are someone who likes to live in that feeling of abundance and really see the clutter, if you are someone who really needs the clutter to be in its place, those types of things. And if you want to talk more about different clutter options, different ways to handle and deal with clutter, I encourage you to check out my Patreon, as will be talking about it all week this week. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Let me know what you think of this spread, and have a great week. Bye.